No one cared about Pedro Pascal. He was invisible, just another struggling actor barely surviving in New York. But then something happened, something that not only changed his career, but revealed a secret pain he had been hiding his whole life. What really pushed Pedro from complete rejection to becoming Hollywood's most beloved man? Because behind that charming smile and effortless success lies a story so heartbreaking, so unexpected, that once you know it, you will never see him the same way again. Pedro Pascal's story is not just about fame, it's about surviving loss, rejection, and years of being unseen before the world finally noticed him. Today, everyone knows him as the star of The Last of Us and The Mandalorian, but his rise was anything but glamorous. There was a time Pedro believed he would never make it. But what changed everything? Pedro was born in Chile, but his family fled the country when he was just a baby. His parents were political activists forced to escape for safety. They rebuilt their lives in the United States, but Pedro always felt like he did not belong anywhere. Too Chilean for America, too American for Chile. Acting became his escape, his way of creating a world where he finally fit in. When he moved to New York to chase his dream, he expected success to come quickly. Instead, it took nearly 20 years. He played teeny TV roles. Blink and you had missed him. He appeared in Law and Order, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Good Wife, brief scenes that paid the bills but did not nothing for his career. Behind the smile, he was broke, sleeping on friends, coaches, clinging to hope. Then came a single audition that changed everything: Game of Thrones, the role of Oberyn Martell. It was supposed to be small, but Pedro's performance turned him into a global sensation overnight. His charisma, his intensity, his tragic ending, it all made him unforgettable. But even then, Hollywood wondered, was this a one time miracle or was Pedro Pascal here to stay? Pedro had no doubts. He poured himself into every role that followed: Narcos, The Mandalorian, The Last of US. Each character showed a different side of him: fierce yet vulnerable, strong yet broken, and unlike many stars, Pedro never pretended to be perfect. He embarrassed his awkwardness, his humor, and his humanity. People did not just admire his acting, they loved him. But behind that warmth lies pain. Pedro lost his mother when he was in his 20s, and her death nearly broke him. She was the one who pushed him to follow his dream, and he carries her memory in every performance. He even uses her last name, Pascal, and his stage name to be honor her. That hidden grief gives depth to the gentle sadness fans see in his eyes. The internet calls him Daddy, a nickname born from his kindness and charm. But what makes it powerful is in his authenticity. He talks about anxiety, failure, and loneliness. He does not hide his scares. He owns them in a world of polished perfection. Pedro Pascal's honesty make him stand out. Ironically, the same thing that once held him back, his accent, his age, his uniqueness are now what make him special. Casting directors once said he was not leading man material. Now he is one of the most beloved faces in Hollywood. His journey proves that success is not about fitting in. It's about holding on the until the world finally catches up. Pedro's rise was not luck, it was endurance. He waited years for his moment. But when it came, he was ready. He did not change himself to be famous. He became famous because he never stopped being himself. That's why people connect with him so deeply. Today, despite fame and fortune, Pedro remains humble. He supports young actors, treats fans like friends, and laughs at his own fame. When people meet him, they don't feel like they are meeting a celebrity. They feel like they are meeting someone real. And maybe that's why Pedro Pascal's story fascinates so many. He is not just a Hollywood star, he is a reminder that it's never too late to rise. He spent years in the shadows, waiting for the light, and when it finally came, he did not just shine. He glowed with every failure, every loss, every moment that almost broke him. So the next time you see Pedro Pascal on screen, remember behind every smile is a man who fought through decades of rejection to stand where he is now. He is living proof that even when the world ignores you, your time can still come. And when it does, it will be brighter than you ever imagined.